If you have ever played a Pokemon game, you probably heard about a Nuzlocke challenge. Those are self-imposed rules that make the game harder and will force you to adapt. So I thought, what if we tried something similar in Pokemon TCG Pocket? And so I say welcome to the PocketLocke challenge, where my deck building skills are put to the test with extreme limitations. For this run, I can open only 7 packs from the new set, Triumphant Light. But I can only keep 4 of those. Those 20 cards will be the foundation of my deck. From there, I can only open 1 new pack per win. I can use any of those new cards to upgrade my deck, but if I lost 5 games in a row, I have a mercy rule. I can upgrade my deck with 1 card, but it can only be supported cards from the shop. The goal will be winning 5 games in a row to prove this deck can actually work. And if I manage to do that, I will take it straight into the next event that we are going to have and see how far can we go. So, let's see if this new set is going to bless us. As you can see, this is my first time opening this new set. So if you ask me what do I want from this set, out of my heart I will say Glaceon. But I think that the best card that we can have is Arceus because it has so many combos on this set. But let's see what we have. Okay, so this is the first pack and we got an unknown. It might be useful to know what cards we're having. Hoot, not the best, but we can take it. Ghastly, I don't like the evolution line for Ghastly that much. Staravia, I think it's a really good evolution line. Phione, I think this is a good card because it puts a Pokemon to sleep with not that much energy. Pack number 2. Nosepass, I think Probopass is a good card, but I think depends too much on Dialga, so I don't know. Zubat, I like the evolution line. So 2 Zubat is more consistent. Bronzong, I'm not a big fan of Bronzong. And Mario, look at that. That is such a cute card, but I sadly don't think it's going to be that useful for this challenge. So I hope we get something better. Pack number 3. So this is my 3rd Zubat. That's not useful at all. Adamant, I think it's a really strong card, especially having trainers. It's really important for this challenge. Pikachu, I like the other Pikachu better. Magneton, I don't think this is that good. Noctowl might be useful because we already have a Hoot. So we can play those. I think that's a good thing. Let's go for pack number 3. This is going to be Houndour. Okay, I like Houndour because the evolution line it's only 2 Pokemon and it's fire. So I think it's going to be good. Now, Double Houndour, that's consistency charming. I like it because it can confuse, but I think this is that great. But I think it might be useful. Ghastly, still I don't like Ghastly. Heatran, I do like Heatran. Fire type Pokemon are going to be really useful, especially in this set because I think one of the strongest cards is Leafeon, so a lot of people are going to be playing grass decks. Okay, next pack. Well, we'll start with Berry, and that's really good because we already have some of the Staravia, Staraptor evolution line, so that might be useful in the future. Now we have Eevee. Okay, Meditite, I like Meditite, but I think the evolution line is kind of troll. All or nothing damage, I don't like that much. Staravia, Toxicroak, I don't like Toxicroak. Okay, last 2 packs. This is Barboach. I like the evolution actually, the name of the check for... Oh, Houndoom. Full or Houndoom. I really like it because we already have the other Pokemon. So we have 1 evolution line. Combi, kind of okay. Staravia, another one. I don't need it. Donphan, but I don't have Fanfi. I hope I have a better pulse next pack. This is the last one. So, Fanfi. Okay, we have another evolution line. Krogank, I don't like this one that much. Houndour, this is like the 3rd one. Okay, Houndoom. We have 2 copies of Houndoom now, so 2 evolution lines complete and another unknown. Okay, so those are my packs. Just give me one moment. I'm going to see what I'm going to keep and what I'm going to sacrifice. See you in a moment. So after we open those 7 packs, the ones that I choose was pack number 4, 5, 6 and 7. After all of that, I ended up with this mess, and the deck that we're going to start our challenge with is going to be 1 Combi, 1 Cherrim, 2 Houndour, 2 Houndoom, 1 Heatran, 1 Barboach, 1 Ghastly, 1 Unknown, 1 Phanpy, 1 Meditite, 1 Donphan, Krogan, Toxicroak, Eevee, 2 Staravia, 1 Barry and 1 Professor's Research. And you may ask yourself, why do you have a Professor's Research there? And the answer is kind of simple. In packs number 4 and 7, in total I have 300, so I cannot put them all in the deck. So I have a neat rule: if I have multiple copies at the beginning of the challenge of one of the cards and I cannot use them all, I can change one of those copies for one of the supported cards that we have in the shop. So I think that's kind of a fair trade, and if you don't like it, well, it is my challenge, so I can do whatever I want. Now we're going to put this to the test. Let's see how we're going to do it for the first match. Okay, so here we have a voiceover over the first match, and let me tell you, it was kind of tough. You're going to see it's not fair going with an Energy Salad against Arceus and Celebi. Yeah, that's right, we got a top meta deck for the first match, and this is not going to go great, even when we have the fire advantage. So my strategy here is try to go for Houndoom, but that is not going to work because, well, it's kind of difficult to have consistency with so many different types of energy and no supporters to have more consistency, so it's kind of tough. Actually, I learned a lot about this challenge during the first matches. One of the things that I learned is that if the opponent's Pokemon has like 120 of hit points, or if they are able to hit me for more than 120, it's really tough for me to have any strategy to win, because my biggest tank in this moment is Heatran, and he's not going to survive that. The other problem is, other than the consistency, it's the difficulty to retreat, because, well, in other decks you can depend on X speed or maybe Leaf as an option to retreat fast the Pokemon, but here that's not an option. And the other thing that I learned is that, well, Unknown is really useful because he is going to allow me to decide if I want to check my cards or the opponent's, and if I check my cards, I will be able to decide where do I want to invest the energy, because I have dual type, fire and also fight. So if I see that I'm going to be able to complete the Houndoom line, I will go for that one, and if I see that I can invest in Phanpy and Donphan, well, I will go for that, but in this case none of that works and I just ended up losing. Okay, and here we have game number 2. Houndoom was going to give me my first point ever, and I was hopeful. I thought, well, maybe there is a chance, but no, he has 2 points, I have only 1 point, and after some revenge from this Marshadow, I just lost the second game. But it doesn't matter, because the next game I'm also going to lose it. It's going to be against some kind of Bidoof Sudowoodo Tentacruel deck that I was unfortunately not able to record. And in the next game, my opponent, well, for some reasons he decided to hyper flex on me with this Cynthia Togekiss combo that is going to hit me for, yes, 170 points, even when my Heatran has 110. And yeah, he's going to keep smashing and smashing until he wins. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, because in the next game everything is going to be different, because here Houndoom is going to give me hope. If you can see now, after this attack I'm going to have 2 points, he's going to have 0. All my Pokemon are fully healed and I will have the energy advantage. I have 4 energy, he only has 2 in game. So that's going to give me an advantage, right? There is hope in the future. Well, no. Every time that I try to finish this Mew, he is just going to do this. Awesome, right? So yeah, there was no hope there. He is just going to slash me to win the game. And yeah, I realized that I had 10 cards in my hand, so I was never going to have that done fund that I needed to actually finish the game. And in this is the 5th in a row, so I decided to cut the Canby, and the second copy of the Professor went for my next game. And here we have a match against Articuno EX with 18 trainers, I guess, and that's another loss. But here everything is actually really different, so look carefully, do not blink, look, you're going to miss it. There it is. Look at this beautiful screen with Houndoom full art saying I win. And I know what you're going to say. You didn't play that game, it's not fair, me, I don't care. Look at this, that my past self is going to say. Fire type Pokemon are going to be really useful, especially in this set, because I think one of the strongest cards is Leafeon, so a lot of people are going to be playing grass decks. Okay, so what, you may ask? Well, so this, roll it back. So let's move it a little bit more and let's wait. Here, can you see it? Can you see this? Yes, this means that he was playing a grass type of deck and I was playing a fire kind of deck. And what he decided to do, it was his choice right here. He conceded. That is part of the strategy. Intimidate your opponents with the type of energy. That to me is a victory. And if it is not, well, the rules said that one victory is one pack, so one victory, now we have one pack. So let's see if we actually get something that it's useful this time, something that is going to help me win some games maybe. Okay, so first we have Fanfi, that's more consistency. Yeah, Ghastly, I still don't like you. Medicham, that's a full evolution line. Glenfairy, I don't like you. And Shaymin, full art. This is a completely neutral energy Pokemon and it might be helpful to reduce that retreat cost energy that I was talking before. So for the next upgrade, we're going to remove the Charin, we're going to remove that Barboach, we're going to remove this Ghastly, and now I think the things that I want to add are, of course, my second copy of Fanfi, my first copy of Medicham, and lastly this copy of Shaymin. And I think that's it. So for this next game, he is going to start with Regigigas. I'm going to start with Fanfi and Heatran in the back line. I was checking the Regigigas weakness, and now I'm going to put in practice everything that I said that I understood and learn about Unknown to see what card is going to come up next. And after this check, I realized, well, we are going to have a Donphan, so we may have a chance to do more damage in the future through this Regigigas. So I checked with Fanfi, that's 40 points, a little bit of an advantage there, and then yeah, this happened. What are you going to say, that this is not fair also? Come on, that's another victory, that means another pack. So after having Fanfi winning all by himself, we are able to get this, and we're going to get a Best Queen. It could be worse. Givel is a fighting type basic. I don't care that much about you. Ghastly, you are haunting me. Oh, Heracross. Okay, Heracross might be good because we actually have the trainer for this card, so might be useful in the future. Let's see how we do in the next games. Before that, we actually need to upgrade our deck. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to remove that Staravia and add this Givel. That's it. I think that's going to be all for this first episode for the challenge. We ended up with 6 defeats and 2 victories. Let's see what is going to happen next. So I hope to see you next video, okay? Please let me know if you're going to try this same challenge, if you're not going to try it, if you like it, or who is the hero for this first episode. That's it. See you next time. Bye.